Hi, I'm Michele Dando, Vice President of Supplier Relations at Facilis Group, and welcome to the Folio. In today's edition of the Folio Presents, we're chatting with Suzanne Simpson and Pam Stauffer of Gemline. We're talking all the popular trends from 2023 and what's on deck in 2024. So welcome, Pam and Suzanne. Thank you so much for joining us today. Happy to have you on and ready to dive into some questions. Are you guys ready to go?
Yep. Yeah, thanks. Thanks for having us here today.
Awesome, perfect. So first things first, talk about trend forecasting. You know, when you really start to look and make a trend, how do you predict what's going to be popular next year? You know, how do you go through that process and really get into forecasting?
Oh, thanks. It's a great question. It really all starts by looking for those evolutions in cultural shifts and cultural trends. Could be anything from a breakthrough in technology to maybe it's a change in consumer values. The cultural drivers, they really help inform what consumers want and how they're going to use products. But of course, that's not enough. You also have to have an understanding of those design trends, the aesthetics, the things that are really going to inform consumers' preferences for that look feel. That helps us move beyond the color of the year and really take a more holistic approach at trends. Logistically, you know, we use trend services, we collaborate with our brand partners, we follow influencers, and whenever we can, we travel because being there live and in person just gives us so much more information.
That's fantastic. I love that, really kind of taking that, I love your word, holistic approach, kind of coming from all angles, and love to see you guys, you know, really put forward that great trend forecasting report every year. So great to know a little backstory of how we get there. So I'm going to dive into another question here. What are the top 5 product categories you've seen in 2023 so far?
So totes are back. We're really excited to see that we're seeing an evolution of totes coming back, but really in a form of lifestyle bags. You carry stuff, you need a bag to carry it, but we're seeing a lot of customers using really cool graphics, really to complement their look, that carry and complement fashion accessories, a tote bag. Drinkware is stabilized. We're seeing it for 3 reasons. While it was really, you know, a big hot seller in kitting through the pandemic with stay-at-home kits, now we're seeing onboarding, retention, and celebration utilizing drinkware. Oprah picked our Corksicle Cold Cup last week, or this week we announced it. Super excited for that. That's really been amazing to watch the uptick in all things Corksicle. And then, you know, again, a fashion statement. What are you carrying? That drinkware people are looking at. But ultimately, I think from our perspective, sustainability is it does reduce single-use plastic. And imagine a conference with a couple hundred people for a couple days drinking 5 to 6 bottles of water. Imagine that stack of plastic water bottles at the end of the year or at the end of the event. So, well, even if you had multiple events, imagine at the end of the year. Backpacks are doing really well. Slings, I would tell you, we're seeing a real uptick in slings and crossbodies. Retail is driving that, but some really good success there. Playmate is hot. It's that sort of nostalgic Igloo brand that we all have come to love, but we're seeing companies brand and co-brand with really unique solutions. So that's really exciting. Igloo has a fun saying, something good is always going to happen around an Igloo cooler because you know there's good food in it and good entertainment when you're taking that cooler somewhere. So that's been fun. And then I think the final thing would be tech. And as the world continues to drive evolution, you're seeing it in chargers and you're seeing it from portable to wired to headphones to earbuds. You're just seeing technology increase, get better sound, better speed. And it's no surprise that come year end, we're seeing a lot of the gifting solutions. But we are seeing, I'd say, it kind of rolls up into the 5th and final surprise of really great categories, is we're seeing that evolution of, I would say, incentive type gifting, and those type tech products more expensive because you do pay for what you get. So more of those more expensive tech items are really doing well.
Love that. Thank you. Love hearing those trends. And, you know, as you're talking, I'm thinking we are definitely seeing those. And that's a great Igloo catch line there because, yeah, everything great, usually a cooler is involved. So totally love that. So on to the next. You know, sort of talked about forecasting, trend forecasting up front, top 5, what we've seen so far. So what trends have you noticed out in the marketplace?
Oh, I'll talk about that one. So as we approach 2024, we know that comfort remains a priority, and that's in your daily work life, right? So if you think about work leisure looks, they are polished enough for the office, but absolutely comfortable enough for life in the office and beyond, so your everyday life. This really aligns with what we're hearing from our partner Corkskull. They often talk in terms of cubicles to cocktails. So super fun idea, but those work leisure looks. Another trend we're noticing is that return of van life, and at the very extreme, overlanding. So this is all about enjoying the open road. It could be a simple weekend getaway, or it could be more about that piggyback travel, because remote workers are spending so much time integrating their work life and their daily adventures. It's not one or the other, it's really integrated now. So there's brands like Cuisinart, Vessel, Igloo that Suzanne was just talking about. They really make great products for the open road. Sustainability, that's a green thread and a mindset through everything. So it's something that we always want to focus on with our Better Way initiatives. For instance, removing PVC from all of our products. PVC is one of those forever chemicals. You don't see it much at all in retail products anymore. Unfortunately, there's still a lot of it in our industry. So it's our goal at Gemline to be completely PVC-free in our total product offering by 2025, and we are really close. We've done a lot of work in this area. And then in conjunction with those eco-conscious products, we're seeing the shift and this value in total transparency. It's something consumers are really asking for, especially in the supply chain. So when we worked with the Mirror to reimagine the Mirror Olympus 2.0 collection, we also partnered with a company called Aware, who provides a textile transparency technology. It's amazing. We use it in the main body fabric of the Olympus bags, the Mirror Olympus bags, and the bags also include a QR code, and that QR code gives consumers the opportunity to access the product passport that gives that key impact data and also provides total transparency to the supply chain. So it's a little bit of what we've been focused on.
Awesome. Love hearing that. And the Aware story is really interesting, and look forward to hearing more about that and as you expand into that as we go forward. So again, a fun question. What trends surprised you this year?
I'll take that one because we all have to forecast. And while it surprised us, it didn't. Pam does a really good job. Pam and her team, they really do support us and provide the groundwork for us to go to market in a very successful selling story throughout the year. But what really surprised us was the fast adoption of when we announced Aware, the technology that Pam just talked about. When we announced the collection with Mirror, and it's lifestyle bags, it's lifestyle and business bags. And when we announced it, it was the rate of speed that you had questions, your customers had questions for us. They wanted to understand, because there is a driving factor for that green thread that Pam mentions. And it's really as simple as that transparent, watching that QR code and timestamp and see where that product is in the process, letting them be aware of the production cycle, and really, I suppose, full transparency. I think that in our future forecast, we always talk about entertainment. Well, this year we talked about entertainment at home, and we saw the rise and success of charcuterie boards. And so throughout the year, we brought in more charcuterie boards. So is it a surprise? No, but it really does go back to the foundation that Pam lays at the beginning of the year and those future forecasts that we talk about to the industry. So charcuterie boards were a resounding success, all shapes, all sizes, all pricing. And then pizza, through the pandemic, we were looking for sourdough starting mix, and it's evolved into pizza, all things pizza, from pizza accessories to pizza ovens. And that's, a surprise that I would say. And again, I mentioned it, but that incentive and reward side of things, our industry is really exciting because people are turning now to look for those incentive price points, those barbecue smokers and those pizza ovens that necessarily wouldn't have been considered as a promo item. But going back to Mirror, I think the other thing really important to our industry is what makes me really excited is that it is just the technology, and being first to market is allowing us to bring such a success story from the promotional branded merchandise industry forward, because this is retail thinking. This is really big thinking. And to be able to offer it within our channel is super exciting. And I think it just elevates us past that trinket sort of idea that some may think of us as.
Yeah, love that. And again, all thing pizza, I'm totally in for. So sign me
Margarita?
up. Love that trend.
What's your pizza?
Yeah.
Is it margarita?
Yeah, there's got to be a drink with, yeah. Oh, I went drink. You meant pizza
I'm
type,
on
sorry.
theme. I'm on theme.
It's 5 o'clock somewhere, ladies. Come on. Perfect. So hearing you kind of talk through those trends and everything, what are you hearing from perspective of distributors coming in? What brands are you getting requests for the most these days?
Sales perspective is Moleskine, Courant, which is a technology company, Cuisinart, so outdoor entertainment to your home kitchen appliances, small appliances, and then Osprey, a lifestyle bag company with, just super amazing stories. All 4 brand partners, have an amazing story to tell.
Wonderful. Yeah, all great. And just, brands we know and love, and to see them in our industry really taking off.
Michelle, it's brands at all different price points. You don't necessarily have to buy the high-end Moleskine book. You can get in at a FSC paper level and work your way up to the hard book.
So true. Something we forget sometimes when we talk about whether it's product type or brand, that within that brand or product, multiple levels of variation to kind of meet whatever needs, you're presented with. Okay, so we're in Q4. What's trending for holiday gifting?
I love holiday gift time. It's such a great time of year, and we spend so much time thinking about it. We know that folks are really looking to create those calm and comfortable spaces in their homes. Great way to do this is with blankets. We have such a beautiful assortment of Gemline blankets right now. And then I personally love the cozy gift sets, where we're bringing together 2 eco-conscious brand partners, Slow Tide and Mirror, with the camp cuts and a blanket. I mean, what's better? It's lovely. Another way to create a calm and cozy environment is through scentscaping. That's something we're also hearing a lot about. So think about those Stonewall kitchen candles or Soya candles. They create an environment just with the sense of smell. Or maybe you want to create a little bit more fun in that entertainment. Suzanne was talking about that. So you're gathering a Cuisinart fire top table, or tabletop fire pit, I should say. And, and she mentioned those pizza ovens. I mean, oh my gosh, we had an event here at Gemline, and there was HR had someone manning a pizza oven. There were always a line. There was people all enjoying it. Okay, what's coming out next? It was so delicious. So that creates a great gift idea. And then for those more adventurous folks, maybe, the igloo, we talked about how much fun it is around a pool. You bring your igloo trail sides. Vessel has new auto and camping supplies, all in a neat little tube. Osprey bags, you want to get out there and get into nature. And of course, I am particularly partial to our Acadia cooler collection. That basalt blue colorway, it's fire. So those are my favorites.
Yeah, it's really
Love it. All sound like great things I want to get, so.
It's really important too, because everything that Pam just mentioned creates that emotional connection, right? And that's the connection to the brand with the decorating. It's just creating those experiences and that aha moment and the little moments of wow and joy, I think, really important.
Yeah, so important at holiday time. I think we sometimes can just zoom past and pick a gift and move on. So again, to create that connection, that moment, and just leave you that impression, that every time you go back to that, you remember. So, okay, so we've made it through holiday. Wrapping the year, so with the new year always brings new things. Any product launches coming up? Anything you want to share? Anything we should be keeping our eyes peeled for?
That is the million-dollar question. Do you think you're going to get it out of us today?
I mean, we're always so focused on the future, and we get so excited. It's not just like this team here that we just geek out in design and developing new products, but then we also love seeing what we're bringing in from the brand partners. It's just so special to bring together that total product offering. You can tell I'm excited. I'm always excited about the next launches, but I can't give you any.
Yeah, we can't share information. We can't share any information about what we're launching, but for 2024. But with Pam, I think we can tell you, based on our future forecast that we talked about this year, we're looking at work life, work leisure, travel and transportation, and really that open road. Because really our collections at GEM will continue to build that sense of belonging, that community, and we're just ideally trying to help people show up as their best selves with the best product, and those solutions that have those corporate branded messages on them.
Well, perfect. I didn't get it out of you, but the anticipation will keep us going through the new year, and then when they come, I'll make you come back and take us through.
Come visit us at PPAI, right?
We will see you there. Okay, so talked a little bit about 2024. I can't believe we're already going to be there, and yeah, Vegas around the corner. Sneak peek into trends or any predictions? I feel like I kind of know what's going to come after this conversation, but just any little snippets you want to share out of what you think is going to, be the next big thing.
Well, we're really going to focus in deeply again on work, on home, travel, recreation. So, just keep your eyes open for any of those cultural shifts we talked about. Design aesthetics, we'll pull it together and hopefully have something special to share. So.
Wonderful. Perfect. Well, I think we've come to the end of all my sneaky questions, trying to get a little insider intel, but we will just wait patiently because I know, what you've already presented us this year has been fantastic. Look forward to what's next. And Pam and Suzanne, thanks for your time today. It's been fantastic to chat.
Thanks for having us.
Thanks so much. It's been great to be here.